So let's do a few recovery exercises for those times that you may be a bit sore to do a full workout or slightly injured. And these are really great just to keep the blood flowing. Let's come down on your side and you'll roll over onto your back. One of the things that we can do is do kind of a variation on our leg slide as well as kind of a connection to your core, but very gently. So if you're here on your back and you need a pillow for your head, go ahead and give that to yourself. Let's bring your right knee up into your chest and just clasp the hands gently behind your thigh. Now you'll take an inhale here. As you sink your navel in towards your spine, engaging your abdominals, do a gentle pull of the knee in towards your chest. And hopefully you feel a good stretch on the back of the hip as well as the lower back. Do a little release. And then exhale. You can just keep this going here on kind of the opening in your lower back and the back of the hip. Be really restful in the neck and the shoulders. And exhale, pulling in any amount should feel a good stretch on the back of the hip as well as the lower back. Now, to increase that a little bit, we can slide the opposite leg away. So as you exhale, pulling the knee into the chest, deepen your abs, and then slide that opposite leg away. It's my left leg. I'm just going to reach it long. Now, you don't have to straighten it all the way if that adds tension, but if it's okay for you, straighten the leg and reach through the toe as you're pulling the knee in towards your chest, getting a really nice stretch in that front of the hip as well as back of the hip. Let's take an inhale there and then exhale. Feel the abdominals contract to slide that leg in and just release that right knee out and away a little bit. Let's do a couple more there. Exhale, pulling the knee in and sliding the leg away. Give me an inhale here. And then exhale, just feel a gentle connection to the core as you're moving, sliding the leg in, releasing the knee. And let's do one more. Exhale, reaching through the toe, through the crown of the head, and opening the back of that right hip. Inhale and exhale it, slide it in. Let's do that on the other side. Let's see how that feels. So left knee in, clasping the back of the thigh. Give me an inhale here. And then exhale, just start by pulling the knee in gently towards your chest. Feel a gentle connection to the core as you're opening through that back of the hip, back of the lower back. And just do kind of pull in what feels good for you. And you're just pulling in towards your chest. Try not to add stress or tension to the neck or the jaw. And then your eyes are soft here. Inhale, do a little release. Now you can keep going like that or add that leg slide on that opposite side. So pulling in and sliding the leg away. You get a really nice opening in your hip flexors on that right leg, and as well as the back of the opening in the back of the hip. Inhale, and then you exhale to slide it back in. Let's take a couple more there. If this feels good, feel free to do, several on each side. This is such a great opening for the back of the hip as well as the lower back. Inhale, and then also your hip flexors get super tight if your lower back gets really tight. So opening through the hip flexors is really great as well as opening through that back of the hip. Inhale there. And then exhale. Let's go ahead and slide the leg in and return. Let's put that down and let's do one more. We're going to do a spinal rotation. A lot of times this is called a book opening. Here, we do this in our warm up, but it's a great one to do periodically if you're feeling a bit sore, just to keep the blood flowing. Reach your top arm forward and you want to lift through your waist here so you got some connection to the core. And the knees are at about a 90-degree angle as if you're sitting in a chair. Let's start to move that arm. So you're going to lift it up. Now look at the arm. This is the start of a rotation. And then continue the rotation if it's okay and reach that arm back behind you, but support it with your shoulder girdle. Get that opening in your chest and the shoulder. Inhale. Now exhale. Deepen your abs. So you want to pull the abdominals in, and that pulls the weight of the upper body back to that starting position, reaching the arm forward. Let's do two more. Inhale, we'll lift up. And then exhale, contracting your abdominals to reach that arm back. Give me an inhale here. And then exhale, gentle connection to the abdominals to rotate the weight of the upper body back to the starting position. And we'll do one more. Inhale for that lift. Keeping the knees and the hips relatively stacked as you're doing this rotation. Give me an inhale. And then exhale, feeling the abdominals support the spine throughout the movement back to that starting position. Let's do that on the other side. I'm going to flip around. You can just turn over on your mat. And then find that 90-degree angle with the knees and the hips, gentle lift of the abdominals, and then top arm in front of your chest. Let's start with that inhale, lifting up to the ceiling, and then exhale, reach back behind you, sliding your shoulders down. Give me an inhale here. Exhale, feel the abdominals contract on the side to pull the weight of the upper body back to that starting position. And we'll do two more. Inhale and exhale, reaching back. Give me an inhale here into the bottom lobes of the lungs and exhale, gentle connection to the abdominals to support the weight of the upper body as you're doing this rotation. Let's do one more. We'll do an inhale for a lift and an exhale to reach that back. Give me an inhale here and exhale. Let's go ahead, contract your abdominals and coming back to the side. And we will stop there. Hopefully that was helpful for you to keep the blood flowing in between workouts. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in class.